Well, after much deliberation, sometimes you just have to make that call to just call it. We're on day 3. It absolutely poured all last night, and just with everything, it was just time to call it a day, say we got some time on trail, and head on to the truck. What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. We're for a little adventure this weekend. I'm over in Alabama with the Alabama boys. I'm doing this one on my cell phone because we are expecting some wet weather this weekend, and I just have too much money invested to bring my nice camera. So hope you join along to see what we're going to get into. Hopefully we don't get in too much trouble. But tonight we're camping near a trailhead, so I'm carrying an extra cooler with a tarp and some extra food, and that way we'll be good to go and set up a tarp here for tomorrow night. Also, when we come circle back around, because we're doing the Penta Sky Loop, and follow us along. Let's see what we can get into and who we're meeting up with. So everybody said we're going to meet at Turnip Seed, and I'm actually an hour ahead because I forgot driving from Georgia that I get an hour back driving to the central time zone, so I'm a little bit ahead of everybody. They said we'd kind of go beyond the Turnip Seed campground, which is closed for this winter, it looks like, and we'll meet up down here by this super pretty creek. And I see a nice spot over there, and the story is I've got to quickly seam seal my Lunar Solo. I bought this tent early last year, and I learned when I took it last summer on one of the trips that when it rained on me, I must have missed one of the pullouts because in the middle of the night I had water dripping through the pullout on my face. So I Amazon some seam sealer, and I'm about to set up and seam seal the tent tonight because we're expecting rain tomorrow. Or not seam seal the tent, but seam seal that pullout. That way I'm in good shape. But I'm gonna go ahead and get set up while I'm waiting on them, and do that before the light goes down, and get sealed up, and it should be drought enough by tomorrow. That way I'll be good for the rain. Really hoping this is where they were talking about. Based on a little mini map they gave me, this is where we're at. This is a super flat spot. Super pretty water right here. And for Alabama, this is just a gorgeous little area. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that Solo set up, and hopefully somebody will be showing up soon. Just an FYI, Hilltop Packs has these awesome stake bags, and these are these I can't remember the name of them, Wise Owl Outfitters off of Amazon. The cheapest wash stake I've found that works really well. I brought a new stake set out here tonight because they give you like 18 per pack. So plenty of them for different tents. But these are I'm gonna go ahead and be using tonight to get this Lunar Solo set up. All right, so these are the pullouts on the Lunar Solo I'm talking about. I did the outside, but it says on the instructions to make sure to do the inside, and I didn't. So I still ran into some leaks. So I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that now. I went ahead and went on Amazon, already took it out of the wrapper and got some of that Gearhead seam grip. It's like $8 on Amazon. Comes with a brush, and this one right here comes with like a nozzle you can put on top with a brush too, but there is a brush somewhere. There it is, hiding behind there. And just go ahead and apply this real quick. Okay, got this one done, and got this one coated. Should be good to go. Okay, got my sleep system set up, sleeping bag or quilt laid out. Let it kind of, it's been squeezed for a couple days now because I had to get ready for this trip a couple days ago, so let it kind of settle down. And got the Sea to Summit ultralight tonight. Got everything set up. I'm gonna close it back up to give my Lunar Solo a little time to stretch a little more. But I want to show you one thing that I'm trying out. I got one of those Luminade lights, and I took the Hilltop Packs quick hook, tied it right here, kind of light up the area once it gets dark until we get a fire going, because I'm still the only one out here. I'm still waiting on everybody. So hopefully they'll be here soon. They should be here within the next hour, but it looks like it's gonna get dark first. So I'm just hanging out. I don't know if we're doing a fire or not, so I'll be here waiting. All right, I got breakfast, and I've got my group for today. And what are we in for, boys?
A long, wet day. Yeah, a lot of water. There will be wetness. Yeah.
So I got Terry Young Outdoors. Is it Squidly on the trail? No.
Gone Feral.
Gone Feral with Squidly. I'm sorry. There's so many.
Too complicated.
So we're making some breakfast. I got boiling water now, and we're about to get on trail I have a feeling it's gonna be a very wet day. Coming back here tonight, we got a tarp set up. I don't know if the wind's gonna take it out though. So we are hiking back to the truck. Gonna put everything in there. We don't want to get wet. We got a tarp set up for tonight, and it's about time to hit the trail. Wind is definitely picking up. The storm is definitely on the way for sure. So we got to get going. So we are on trail. We're on the Penhody right now. We started at Adams Gap. Brought a couple vehicles up here. We're just making our way down. This wind is definitely strong. But we're just going ahead and knock out as much as we can before it gets really wet. So looking really pretty, even with no leaves. We're just gonna enjoy our time. So what, we just break 5 miles?
I'll work with that GoPro when I get back.
I think we're 5 miles in, a couple hours. Terry, trying to film. And the rain has officially started. Ow, almost took my eye out. Anyways, I took my cap off so I could breathe. But we'll just keep on going. We have definitely been trekking through the rain. Definitely sweaty at the same time too, but going well. We're about to go to this shelter and hang out and have lunch. We're just about to break 9 miles for the day. Still feeling pretty good. Very pretty out here for sure. Very quiet. We haven't passed a single person on trail, which I mean, who would you expect to be out here on a day like this anyway? So the rain hasn't hit us as hard as we were worried it could. We're just gonna keep on going, have some lunch, and then we ain't got far until we're back to camp. Then we got a huge tarp there, so we're just gonna hang out. You having fun?
Yeah, it's a lovely day.
We made it back to turnip seed. First day's done, right?
First day's done.
We're just embracing the suck 100% right now. But it's very cold. It's raining pretty heavy. We're ready to get warm, and hopefully we got some dry firewood and a tarp still hanging. So you might see that next. All right, we made a fire. We're trying to thaw out. Keith, are you thawed out, Squidly?
Not entirely, but I'm on my way.
Getting a little smoking face right now.
I'll take it.
But,
That smoke means there's fire, right?
I found a knife in the truck, so we batoned some of this dry wood. Thank you, Squidly. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Because this would not be happening right now if you didn't bring something.
We'd
be in trouble.
If you didn't have that buck knife in the truck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So now we're just going to try to stay warm for the night. So the rain picked back up, and I'm in my lunar solo. We hoping to stay dry tonight. Definitely one of the more miserable nights I've experienced on trail. Hopefully you can hear what I'm saying right now, because it's raining and the wind is whipping very hard. But yeah, luckily I brought my 0 degree tonight because it's so cold. But we're just gonna try to stay dry tonight. It's really early, so I'm probably just gonna watch a movie. Just because it wasn't even worth staying out there and everybody else laid down too. But anyways, hope to see y'all in the morning. Hopefully I'm still in one piece and dry. So it is now about 2:15 a.m. and I probably went to sleep right around 9 p.m. Watched the movie for a while. It has been pouring rain. And the wind has been, the gusts have been crazy. And it's just like kept me up every hour. I just finally had to get up and go pee. I had to pee so bad, I could not hold it anymore. So I had to switch back to my wet socks so I could put my wet shoes on and go out there and pee as fast as possible so I minimize how wet I got. So then I got back and realized that the bottom of the down on my quilt was touching the wall, so it's got some moisture. And I do not want that because then I'll lose my loft and yeah, some really cold toes. So I took my synthetic puffy and wrapped the bottom of my quilt. That way prevent any more moisture getting there. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to get some more sleep. Hopefully this rain is gonna taper off soon. The weather said a different story, but it's still raining. So yeah. All in all, though, the lunar solo has held up really well, but I couldn't imagine being over 6 foot tall and having this tent unless you utilize the pull-outs big time. Because I'm like stretching, because you can see my head's right up against one side and then my feet are up against the other side. So, love this tent, but in these situations where it's wet, it really becomes a problem. Good morning. Got boiling water, some instant coffee, and some Kodiak high-protein oatmeal. Yeah, very loud, wet night. Still very wet, still sprinkling. The boys are getting all their stuff together and I'm just chowing down some breakfast because it's very cold. I'm really hungry and thirsty for some coffee. All right, guys, so probably since you saw the intro of this video, you know sort of how it ended. We had a great time. Definitely not finished. But it is still raining out, rained all night. And I know that the rest of this loop is the hardest part with some steep inclines and a lot of slick rock. And it's just not gonna be worth it. We're all on a little bit of a time crunch and it's gonna take some extra time to do it today. So the good thing is I live right down the road. So definitely come back and do it again when we didn't pick a rainy, stormy weekend. So, well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's probably a little bit shorter because the last day we didn't finish out, but it's always just a good testament of things that happen when you're backpacking and stories to remember and why it's all part of the adventure. And yes, we probably could have roughed it out, but I'm usually someone who likes to rough it out, but This one just ain't worth it. It's like low 30s right now, and the rain just ain't quitting. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit the like button. As always, we appreciate your support, and we will see you soon.